the Harrison Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for July 23rd, 2024. Gordon, could you take the attendance roll, please?
Wilson Montgomery.
Here.
Steve Berger.
Here.
Sonny Ross. Absent. Bob Cox.
Here.
Joe Combs.
Here.
Would anyone entertain to make a motion to excuse Mr. Ross?
I'll make a motion to
second it.
Mr. Ross.
A motion by Mr. Steve. Seconded by Mr. Cox.
Mr. Bob.
Wilson Montgomery.
Yay.
Steve Berger.
Yay.
Bob Cox.
Yay.
Joe Combs.
Yay.
All right, ask everybody to stand, remove your hats, and repeat the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, has everyone had a chance to look over the minutes from June 25th? If so, are there any questions, comments, or amendments? If not, we would entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Cox,
I'll second it.
seconded by Mr. Berger. And the roll.
Wilson Montgomery.
Yay.
Steve Berger.
Yay.
Bob Cox.
Yay.
Joe Combs.
I'll abstain since I wasn't here.
Good call. Okay. All right, with there being no old business before the board, we'll move straight into new business. We will begin with case number 1283, a zoning request to allow 6-foot-high privacy fence up to the right-of-way and within the front yard setback, which is not permitted in an R3 zoning district. We have Mr. Richard Adams and Ms. Emma Stottagel. Did I get that right? Yes. Okay. I'll give a background real quick, and then we'll move right into it. Mr. Richard Adams has a 3-foot rail fence, which was permitted years ago, located on the corner loop of Circle and Meadow Green Drive. Mr. Adams would like to replace the deteriorating fence with a privacy fence in the same location. Mr. Adams was advised that the fence would need to conform to current zoning regulations. Mr. Adams' fence runs along the right-of-way line a couple of feet off of the sidewalk. A privacy fence will be placed in the same location as the old fence. Past codes allow for open fences to be placed within a front yard, but changes in code no longer allow for front yard fences. The existing fence location was considered existing non-conforming, and replacement would need to conform to current zoning ordinances. The ordinance states that no fence shall be in a required front yard. Solid privacy fences have never been allowed in a front yard setback. Mr. Adams is asking for a variance of 25 feet for placement of the fence within a front yard setback. All right. Mr. Adams, do you have anything to add to that? If you do, you can come up here and swear. Actually, let's have you come up here. We'll swear you in and we'll play question and answer. Raise your right hand and state your name for the record.
Richard Adams.
Mr. Adams, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have anything to add to that, you guys have any questions for him?
You share a fence between the house next to you? It's the same
We
style
have
fence?
separate fence. He actually has, if you are on Meadow Green, we share the between fence, yes.
Okay.
But if you go to Circle, I have an individual fence and then they have their individual fence.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
The bushes that were there, it has a note on here that those are gone.
They're not gone yet.
I mean, you're
They
gonna,
will
you're
be
gonna pull
removed,
them
and I'm going to be putting the arborvitaes just to put a little decor
on the sidewalk side of the fence.
on the inner, towards my property. Yes, sir.
So there won't be anything on the outside of that fence on the sidewalk side.
No, sir.
I had a chance to get out there and look at that, and yeah, it's time.
Well, the bushes are holding it up currently. Yes, sir.
I'm kidding.
I'll take it right on the chin.
Well, commend you for trying to maintain your fence now,
Thank you,
replacing
sir.
it.
Any other questions for Mr. Adams? And if not, would anyone entertain to make a motion?
Motion to approve?
Motion to approve the variance as submitted by Mr. Cox. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Combs. Mr. Wong?
Wilson Montgomery.
Yay.
Steve Berger.
Yay.
Bob Cox.
Yay.
Joe Combs.
Yay.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. We have other visitors here tonight. I believe Terry Meath is here on behalf of McGorn Insurance. Terry, I don't know if you want to come up and I'll swear you in. You can explain. Actually, I'm not going to swear you in because this is really not official. This is just informational. So if you want to come on up and we'll talk to you for a few minutes about what's on your mind.
I am Terry Meath with McGorn Insurance down on Harrison Avenue at 223 Harrison. This is my partner, Carrie Bush. It's not common knowledge to Harrison that I have a partner now, but this is my partner now with the agency. He has an agency as well in Loveland, BRS Insurance. I'm asking, I wanted to be on the official docket, but we couldn't. We've been in touch with Joette and filled in some paperwork. We're interested in buying the building at 500 Harrison Avenue to move locations. I just want to move from 223 down to 500 Harrison Avenue. So that would open up my property down at 223 to be more in line with what the district and DORA, all that kind of stuff is. I know with the way that the DORA rules are now, having an insurance company on first level is not like one of their keys. But I wanted to see what your thoughts were, because I've been down there for 24 years. I'm a resident of Harrison. I simply just want to relocate down off that main drag because we want to buy now versus renting like we have been for 24 years. And I thought that having that space open would be more beneficial to what the dreams of the district are. Do you have anything?
The only thing I would add is that the house that currently exists, we wouldn't plan on, I mean, we would occupy it entirely as the insurance agency, so there is no, we'd not rent out upstairs or anything, it would be fully occupied as the insurance agency.
That's the one that used to be the travel agency.
Correct. It would just be
Does he even have it upstairs?
Yeah. I think it's 2 bedrooms upstairs. It was their back in Walter Miller's days, it was their offices
Yeah.
up there, but.
And from what I've seen from the outside, I think there would be very little modifications done to outside. I think inside, we'd obviously have to bring it up to code, for commercial space, but I don't anticipate that would even be much work on the inside.
I think you have parking there too for your customers.
Correct.
Right, which would be a lot nicer because I've had a lot of customers' mirrors. Even though
Oh,
we moved down
gosh.
here in 2000, they were widening the road then. I've still had customers lose their mirrors because they were parked on the street.
Did you insure him for that?
I did. Actually, most of them actually paid it out of pocket.
In there.
That being said, but yeah, it'd be nice not to have to park there or
Agreed.
take up parking over at the fire department so the retailers have more parking down there. And we still have decent foot traffic, so we don't want to leave downtown Harrison because we have a lot of clientele that, we're an old-fashioned agency. We have regular people come in every single week and pay their insurance, and Carrie hates it, but they all pay in cash. He's like,
Oh,
I've never seen so many people pay in cash. I'm like, well, welcome to Harrison. It's
Right.
it's kind of old school, but.
should have bought the heist.
So, but just kind of wanted to kind of feel you guys out and if you think that that would fly, because we don't want to put an offer in, obviously, if it's going to be kiboshed.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of a chicken and egg thing going on. We can't, we don't wanna, we can't hold up the sale of the building with the realtor, without knowing, if we could purchase it and use it for what our intended use. Sure.
Understood. Yeah, I don't know. Would this have to go before planning?
I believe it probably would go before planning commission, cause they review a lot of stuff in the DRD. If it's not a permitted use, then it might need the variance also. Couple of things, didn't Allstate move about a block over from you or something like that? In that
They
red
used to be
brick?
down in the first block, but he closed his agency altogether.
I thought he moved up to Drew Fab's building, about the 300 block or something.
Well, I was told that there was the t-shirt shop going in. You mean on the corner where the service shop
No,
was?
no, it's farther
Up?
east.
Oh, if they are, I'm
Towards
not
town.
aware of that. I thought that he just sold his business and then the rest of it went to the guy up in Tall Oaks.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it did, but the other thing is with that house, with the DRD rules, once you switch it over to commercial, then it can't go back to residential. So if you go to sell it in the future, you'd be selling it as a business.
We don't anticipate that would happen for a
No,
long time.
I don't anticipate that happening for a long time.
But that would run concurrent even if you got, right, if you're done and done.
Yeah, and that would, yes, that'd be okay.
I don't, obviously, we can't speculate on what the board may say to you at a specific time moving forward.
Right.
If planning commission is the way to go, I would get it in front of them ASAP. If
Okay.
it is a variance and it's kicked back to here, some of the reasons that I would think it might benefit is it's directly across from St. John's. We do want foot traffic, but I don't think we want bar traffic right across the street from
Sure.
an elementary school. There's enough down of that can be further down, like you said. If somebody wants a bar, they can take up your existing,
Right.
the space where you're at right now. So, those are just my thoughts. Those are no guarantees. This is
Right.
just
Transition business from residential to the, the downtown.
Right,
and the fact that you're already there and you're just moving space.
right.
Might play in your favor for the planning commission. I know most of them, they're pretty reasonable.
If that was Walter Miller, isn't that already considered business?
It went to residential when Loman bought it.
I don't remember it being registered as a business. I thought
Okay.
someone was living there and they might have been doing some stuff out.
Yeah, the past two tenants are residential,
Oh, okay.
but I think they were both before the DRD rules
Okay,
of
all
the
right.
first floor residence, second floor, or first floor business, second floor residence.
Yep. Yeah, they extended it
Yeah.
farther up.
So who do we talk to with planning commission then?
I'll start off with Joette.
Okay, because I did leave her a couple voicemails last week. I guess she must have been on vacation.
Yeah, she left, I think, Thursday. She's back today.
Okay, and then we had submitted the
Yeah, we had submitted
building and
zoning and
zoning
use
application to, I
application.
emailed that to her last week, so just touch base with her then?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right, well, I appreciate your guys' time.
Great. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Hope
Wish
that
you the
helps.
best.
Thanks.
All right. With no further business being before the board, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to
second.
adjourn by Mr. Berger, seconded by Mr. Cox. All in favor, aye? Aye. Thank you, guys.